If you've been riding the Palantir train, you've probably had a few moments where you questioned everything. One moment, you're up 200% feeling like Warren Buffett's long-lost child, and the next, the stock drops 30%, leaving you curled up in a corner rethinking your life choices. Palantir stock took off like a SpaceX rocket over the past year, soaring about 200%. Why? 2 words: artificial intelligence. Investors finally woke up and realized that Palantir isn't just another software company, it's basically the brain behind AI-powered decision-making. From the US military to healthcare, financial institutions, and beyond, Palantir's AI-driven analytics are revolutionizing industries. When the AI craze hit Wall Street, anything remotely connected to artificial intelligence started soaring. If you so much as whispered machine learning into a stock filing, investors possibly threw money at you. And Palantir? It wasn't just a whisper, it was a full-blown AI symphony. Government contracts? Check. Big data capabilities? Check. AI-driven automation? Double check. And so, Palantir's stock price skyrocketed, making its investors very, very happy. But then, as always, reality came knocking. From highs to lows, the 30% drop after February 19th. Everything was going great. And then, February 19th happened. Palantir hit an all-time high, and instead of popping water, investors started possibly selling. Why? Profit-taking. Many early investors who bought at much lower prices decided to cash out their winnings. Imagine doubling your money in just months, you'd be tempted too. Valuation concerns. At its peak, Palantir was valued like a tech messiah. But some analysts, the fund police, pointed out that its revenue wasn't growing fast enough to justify such an enormous valuation. Government dependency worries. More on this in a second, but let's just say investors started freaking out about government budgets. Market correction. The broader market took a hit, and tech stocks, especially the high-flying AI ones, got dragged down with it. In short, the perfect storm of too high, too fast, plus market paranoia possibly led to a 30% drop. Palantir has one of the sweetest gigs in tech. It basically has the US government on speed dial. From defense to intelligence, Palantir's software helps government agencies analyze data, predict threats, and make big decisions. Sounds great, right? Well, yes and no. The concern is government budget cuts. If the Department of Defense, or any big agency, suddenly gets stingy, Palantir could take a hit. Investors worry that reliance on Uncle Sam might be a double-edged sword. But here's the counterpoint: the world isn't exactly getting safer. Wars, cyber threats, and geopolitical chaos mean the US isn't cutting defense budgets anytime soon. If anything, military spending is likely to increase, making Palantir even more valuable. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. Please support us by becoming a member of our channel. We highly appreciate. Tom Lee's take: short-term pain, long-term gains. Famed market analyst Tom Lee isn't losing sleep over stocks dips. He calls it possibly short-term turbulence in a market that's just, well, a little chaotic right now. And he's not possibly wrong. Inflation is still a thing, interest rates are in limbo, and the stock market looks like it's in a mood. But does this mean Palantir is doomed? Not at all. According to Lee, once we get past this temporary weirdness, companies are primed to take off again. The world is a mess. Wars, political drama, global uncertainty, there's no shortage of reasons to be anxious. But here's the crazy part: markets don't actually care that much. For the last 15 years, despite geopolitical tension, the S&P 500 was possibly up 700%. 2008 financial crisis. Stocks recovered and boomed. 2014 Russia-Ukraine conflict. Barely possibly a dent in U.S. markets. COVID-19 pandemic. Historic crash, followed by a massive rally. So, while the news headlines might scream, "The world is ending," which will be eventually, history tells us otherwise. And Tom Lee points out that, over time, markets shrug off global turmoil and move higher. Will Donald Trump crash the market? Tom Lee says no. With elections done, some people possibly fear another market meltdown with Donald Trump re-elected. But Tom Lee doesn't buy it. Sure, markets react to politics, but they care more about fundamentals. If businesses are making money and AI keeps booming, companies like Palantir will still be on its growth path, no matter who's in the White House. Alright, let's get to the real question. Could Palantir actually hit $900 per share? At first glance, it sounds insane. But then again, people possibly thought Amazon was crazy. People possibly laughed at Tesla. If Palantir keeps growing, lands more government and commercial deals, and AI continues taking over the world, $900 isn't impossible. So, what should you do? If you're already holding Palantir, just breathe. Stocks go up and down, but the long-term picture still looks solid. If you're thinking of buying, this dip might be a golden opportunity. Short-term pain could lead to long-term gains. If you're worried about volatility, that's fair. But AI and defense are booming industries, and Palantir sits right in the middle of both. Whatever you decide, one thing is clear: Palantir's story is far from over. Whether it's a wild ride or a $900 moonshot, it's going to be one hell of a journey. Palantir, the AI stock that won't possibly quit. Alright, let's zoom out. Forget the day-to-day stock price swings. What really matters is the long-term trajectory. Palantir is playing a totally different game compared to most tech companies. While others are chasing consumer AI trends, Palantir is positioning itself as the backbone of AI-powered decision-making across multiple industries. 3 key reasons Palantir is still a beast: AI is not a trend, it's the future. Remember when everyone thought the internet was just a fad? Yes, that was a real thing in the 90s. AI is having its internet moment right now. Some people are skeptical, but in a few years, AI will be everywhere, and Palantir will be leading the charge. Palantir isn't selling a fun new app, it's selling intelligence. Its AI is helping banks detect fraud before it happens. It's optimizing supply chains for Fortune 500 companies. It's predicting battlefield scenarios for the US military. This isn't some hyped-up software company. This is a mission-critical AI powerhouse. Commercial growth is surging. For years, the biggest knock against Palantir was that it relied too much on government contracts. Fair point. But guess what? That's changing. Palantir's commercial revenue is growing like crazy. Big companies are lining up to use its AI tools for predicting trends, managing risk, and optimizing operations. 3. Geopolitical chaos actually benefits Palantir. This might sound weird, but hear me out. The world is getting more unpredictable. From global conflicts to cybersecurity threats, governments and corporations need better intelligence. Palantir's AI is designed to help make sense of chaos. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love Him and obey His commandments. Please acknowledge Him in your plans and He will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, I invite you support us by becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.